Pleasure now to be joined by head cross-country coach Scott Bubba Pesch. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, JB. Appreciate it.
All right, Coach, look, you ran here, you coached here for a long time, and you stepped away, concentrate on family detail, and JB, I'm done with coaching, and then JB, I'm actually over at Eureka High. Now you're back with the Lumberjacks. Just talk about how it started, how it's going, and what's it like for you this time around?
Yeah, it's going great. Just first couple weeks getting to know the student athletes, having our one-on-ones, and just trying to catch up with them so I know what we're coaching with and how to help best coach them. But yeah, it's actually been a good return.
Okay.
It's got great culture, and a lot of the coaches that were here when I left are still here. Sarah Ingram, BJ, Dan Gallardo, all these guys, so it's just good to kind of come back to the family.
How has the game changed? I mean, it hasn't been that long, but I think a lot's happened in college athletics since you were last here.
Yeah, a lot of different roles with NCAA, so I had to get caught up on that with Amanda, make sure we do everything correctly and don't make any mistakes. But yeah, there's a lot of rule changes. The portal, that type of thing has really changed the way coaches are coaching these days, but I'm just catching up with it all. I'm really just focusing on the student athletes that we have right now for this semester, just to get the most out of them for cross country and just kind of get ourselves, keep it going, just keep the program going.
I mean, running is still running, right? So, I mean, the rules may have changed, but the goals are still the same, right? And I mean, I'm sure there's tinkers here, tinkers that, but what worked for you? And, Jim Hunt was around too, should be working for Scott Pesch in 2025, right?
Yeah.
Start slow, finish strong.
That's right. And it's pretty much getting up all of the, all my old workouts that I actually saved from Jim Hunt and Dave Wells and all these people that I've accumulated over the years, and just did some of my own. And then, but also meeting with the student athletes to see what they were doing previously, so we don't have such an abrupt change.
Okay.
So it's been a great transition, and yeah, so far so good. We had a good meet last weekend, so it's just, things are going.
Yeah, the Jim Hunt Invitational. Jim, obviously a legend here at Humboldt and on the North Coast. Sounds like it went really well as far as the results are concerned.
Yeah, our women got first. We had Southern Oregon here, Oregon Tech, and San Francisco State, so we had a quad meet. Women got first. The men only lost by about 5 points, which is very close in the cross country. And hey, SOU beat us, and they had a really good team, and it's just good competition all the way around. Where
was the event held at, and I want to know how you pick a course on the North Coast, because there are so many amazing areas to run.
Yeah. So, back in my day, we used to have it at the old Patrick's Point State Park.
Yep.
And then it was changed, the venue changed, it's at Beaupre Golf Course. So, real cooperative owner there, just real nice.
Travis does a nice job.
Travis does a great job, and just real amicable and got along great. And he was really just kind of granted us a good amount of time to go out there and get things set up. We had a great race day, and then we got everything off, but we basically ran the back nine. So it was pretty neat. We had 2,000 meter loops, and it was great, man. It was just a good meet and well attended, and yeah, just great day too. Nice and misty and foggy.
Yeah, I imagine teams love coming here to run. With that said, you're taking the show on the road. The next meet, I believe, 27th up at Monmouth, Oregon.
Yep. So
Western Oregon University.
Yeah, Western Oregon. They're hosting the NCAA regional championships.
Okay, nice.
So that step gets you to the national championship. So it's real important to get a preview in. So we'll see a lot of good competition up there.
Wait, but this isn't the regional this early in the season, right? So hopefully this is the second time.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll be back in what, I assume early November, late October?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly, November 8th. So yeah, we go there in 2 weeks, and then we'll get the preview done, and then we'll come back in November 8th. But it gives our student athletes just a great, introduction to that course, and it's actually the same course that was there when I was coaching from 2010, 2017. So not so much new to me, but new to the student athletes that are here.
And how do you look, every time you run, right? Anytime you do anything, you play golf, you get on the basketball court, you want to be at your best. But with that said, how do you get the body right so it's going to be at its best in November and not in September?
Yeah, we've talked to our team about that quite a bit, just peaking at the right time. So, JB, what we do is, again, just going back to all the student athletes and trying to get to know them, what they did in the summertime.
Gotcha.
Because sometimes you come into, your calendar year for cross country, and if you didn't prep enough, you're just going to have these injuries that come up because you didn't have enough training. So with that being said, we've had a really good off season in the summer. A lot of these kids went out and they worked their butts off. First day of practice was the proof of fitness test to see what shape they're in, and then we just dialed back all of their future workouts relative to how they performed. And the same thing with this past weekend. We'll take those times and we just set them up for the next 2 weeks to improve them even better. So everything's controlled. We tried to give them too much volume, and we want them on the starting line, come November. That's the important thing.
Speaking of that, you recently ran a half Ironman,
Yes.
Your second one recently.
Yes.
How did it go?
It went good. I had a 43-minute improvement.
Woo!
Now that sounds like a lot, but
It does sound like a lot.
It was, but it's just like my first one was so slow that the second one had to be better. So it was, but it was at Santa Cruz. So we got to swim around the pier,
Nice.
bike on PCH, and run around Santa Cruz for the run, and it was great. It was a good time, closer to home for me.
Home game.
That's right.
All right, Coach Pesch joined us here. Always great to catch up with the Bubba right here on Humboldt All-Axess.